Every single day, thousands of drivers unknowingly pump fuel that slowly destroys their engines. Most think bad gas is rare, but the truth is far more shocking. Nearly 1 in 10 vehicles will experience fuel-related engine damage this year, and a huge part of that comes from contaminated or poorly blended gasoline. Today, I'll expose the 13 fuels that can kill your engine faster than you think. And at the end, I'll reveal a government-kept secret that has cost drivers over $4,000 in repair bills. Let's get into it. Number 13. Premium fuel in a non-premium engine. The biggest money trap at gas stations is premium fuel. And no, premium doesn't mean better. It only means a higher octane rating. But manufacturers report that over 16 million drivers still buy premium when their cars don't need it. That's more than $2 billion wasted every year. If your car doesn't require high-octane fuel, premium does absolutely nothing except drain your wallet. But the real danger is doing the opposite, putting regular fuel inside a turbocharged or high-compression engine. That mistake can cause knocking, detonation, and catastrophic piston damage. If you ever accidentally pump regular into a premium-only car, stop the engine immediately. Driving it could lead to a $10,000 rebuild. Number 12. Gasoline cut with kerosene. Before strict regulations, shady gas stations used to stretch their profits by blending gasoline with kerosene. While kerosene has more energy per liter, it burns much slower, causing rough running, black smoke, fouled spark plugs, and a choked catalytic converter. Since kerosene is heavier, it leaves gummy deposits inside injectors, filters, and the combustion chamber. And if it mixes with your oil, say goodbye to your engine. While rare today in the US, this trick is still happening in other countries and in unregulated rural stations. Always avoid stations that look abandoned, empty, or unusually cheap. Number 11. Methanol-blended gasoline. Methanol has been used in race cars for decades because it produces insane power gains. But here's the problem. Methanol is extremely corrosive. It destroys plastic, rubber, and aluminum components inside your fuel system. It absorbs water like a sponge, leading to rusted fuel pumps, leaking injectors, and rotted fuel lines. Race teams upgrade every part of their engines to handle methanol. Your car is not built for that. If you ever see suspiciously cheap performance fuel with methanol, run. One tank is enough to wipe out your fuel system. Number 10. Stale or old gasoline. That gas station in the middle of nowhere may look convenient, but it could cost you thousands. Gasoline only stays fresh for 3 to 6 months. After that, the lighter hydrocarbons evaporate and the fuel oxidizes, turning into sticky varnish that clogs injectors and fuel pumps. Then there's phase separation, when ethanol pools in water and settles at the bottom of the tank like a toxic sludge. That sludge goes straight into your engine. If your car struggles to accelerate after a fresh fill-up from a quiet station, you've likely been hit with stale fuel. Number 9. Gasoline containing MMT. MMT is an octane booster used in some countries, but in the US it's a silent killer that can void warranties. It leaves orange residue on spark plugs, clogs oxygen sensors, and contaminates catalytic converters. The worst part, gas stations are not required to tell you if they use it. One tank may not kill your engine, but repeated exposure absolutely will. If you want to avoid MMT permanently, stay tuned until the end. I'll reveal the safest way to guarantee clean fuel every time you fill up. Number 8. Diluted gasoline. Outside the US, fuel fraud is a massive industry. Criminal groups dilute gasoline with solvents, water, or kerosene to stretch supply. This creates a Frankenstein chemical mix that your engine cannot burn properly. The result? Sudden loss of power, engine stalling, overheating, and blown head gaskets. In Brazil, thousands of engines were destroyed before police shut down a huge illegal fuel dilution network. If you ever refuel abroad, especially in unfamiliar areas, stick to the big-name stations. Number 7. Water-contaminated gas. In 2024, dozens of cars in Tallahassee suddenly broke down. The cause wasn't mechanical failure. It was water inside gasoline from 2 major gas stations. Heavy rainfall, hurricanes, and flooding can push water directly into underground fuel tanks. When that water reaches your engine, it causes hesitation, stalling, rust, and up to $1,500 in cleaning and repairs. After storms or bad weather, avoid refueling until the station has been inspected or the tanks have settled. Number 6. Using E85 in a non-flex fuel vehicle. Every car can handle E10. Not every car can handle E85. Ethanol is corrosive, it absorbs water, and it burns hotter than gasoline. If you use E85 in a non-flex fuel car, it can melt plastic components, corrode metal fuel lines, give false sensor readings, and cause dangerously lean combustion. Drivers who do this to save money end up paying thousands for repairs. Only use E85 if your car has the yellow gas cap or says flex fuel. Number 5. Diesel gasoline cross-contamination. It happens more often than people think. When gas delivery trucks accidentally pump diesel into the wrong underground tank, chaos follows. Gasoline cars filled with diesel will shake, smoke, lose power, and stall. But pumping gasoline into a diesel engine is far worse. It removes all lubrication from the high-pressure fuel pump, causing instant metal-on-metal destruction. That leads to metal shavings circulating through the engine. Repairs can easily exceed $7,000. Number 4. Cheap gas with weak additives. Gas is gas, right? Wrong. Every fuel brand starts with the same base gasoline, but the additives are what protect your engine. Cheap stations often use the bare minimum required by law. That means faster carbon buildup, lower octane stability, and worse engine life. Some drivers notice their engines knocking only when buying from a no-name station. Others feel sluggish acceleration. Cheap additives do the bare minimum, and your engine pays for it. Number 3. Gasoline with microbial growth. This one is terrifying because you can't see, smell, or detect it. When water settles at the bottom of underground tanks, bacteria and fungi grow inside it. These organisms create acidic sludge that clogs fuel filters, starves the engine, and corrodes injectors. Many mechanics call microbial contamination the silent killer, because diagnosis is difficult and repairs are expensive. If you've ever had fuel pump failure with no obvious cause, this might be why. Number 2. Winter-summer blend mix-ups. Fuel changes with the seasons. Summer fuel doesn't evaporate as easily, while winter fuel is designed to start engines in cold weather. But stations don't switch blends on the same day. That means if you get an early snowstorm in September or October, filling up with leftover summer fuel can make your engine hard to start, or not start at all. Winter fuel has a higher vapor pressure for a reason. Using the wrong blend at the wrong time can leave you stranded. Number 1. Non-top-tier gasoline. This is the biggest engine killer on the list. After years of complaints, automakers created the top-tier standard because the EPA's minimum requirements weren't good enough. Independent tests showed that carbon buildup was 19 times higher inside engines that used non-top-tier fuel. That buildup causes misfires, power loss, poor fuel economy, and eventually, engine damage. Using a few cents cheaper gas. Now here's the secret. Most drivers don't know that top-tier gas is publicly listed online. If you use fuel only from top-tier certified stations, you avoid MMT, weak additives, and the contaminants that destroy engines. It's the easiest way to protect your fuel system. Now that you know the 13 fuels that can destroy your car, you're far ahead of the average driver. But there's one more thing: engine oil. Using the wrong synthetic oil will ruin an engine faster than bad gas. That's why I made this breakdown. The 9 best synthetic oils to use and the 5 worst that destroy engines. Watch it next and save yourself thousands.